Hi, greetings, saya Azan. We are from Group 7. We are from York, and today we will be presenting about our partnership and our tax computation. Before we begin, I will introduce ourselves. I'm Ani Danish.
I'm Karen.
I'm Dashini.
I'm Kirti. I'm Kartika.
So what is our business is all about? So you already know the company name is York. It is a new company that produces yogurt freshly at our own store every day. And we aim to serve many unique flavors to the customers. So the first store that we open is at the Pulse Shopping Center, Sabjaya, Lot UG22. So feel free to come visit us anytime. Our form of business is limited liability partnership, and we commenced on 1 September 2024 last year. Thanks. So the partnership initially started with 3 members, Hagila, Anik and Kirti, and they are the owner of this business. Hagila invests about 120,000. Me and Kirti invest for 19,000 ringgit, so total is 300,000. And then on February 2025, the partnership decided to expand the business and accepted 3 new members, Dashini, Kartika, and Tinagaran. They are classified as salaried partners. Dashini invests about 50,000 ringgit. Kartika invests 30,000, Tinagaran invests 20,000. So we get to expand until 400,000 total capital. Now I will pass to Kirti to talk about our profit sharing ratio.
I will present about profit sharing ratio. From September 2024 until January 2025, Agila received 40% and Anik and Kirti received 30%. While from February 2025 until 31 May 2025, the profit was divided among 6 partners. Agila received 30%, Anik and Kirti received 22.5%, Rashni 12.5%, Kartika 7.5%, and Tinagaran 5%. Finally, from June until August 2025, the Agila receiving 35%, Anik 30%, Kirti 22.5%, and Dashini 12.5%. Next, regarding partner remuneration, each partner is entitled to a fixed monthly salary. For Agila, she received monthly 6,000, Anik and Kirti monthly 5,500, Rashni 5,000, Kartika 4,000, and lastly Tinagaran 3,000. As shown in the bar chart, Agila earns the highest salary, while Tinagaran earns the lowest. That's all from me. Now I pass to next presenter.
Next, I will talk about tax computation. As you can see, this is adjusted income and divisible income. Our net profit is the 350,000, adding with non-allowable expenses, which is road tax and petrol, 7,000, donation 8,500, partners remuneration 267,000. Adding net profit and non-allowable expenses, adjusted profit before double deduction is 632,500. And we will deduct with double deduction, food hygiene and safety training 24,000, non-business income is 42,000, professional adjusted income is 566,500. And we will deduct with partners remuneration, which is 267,000. So the divisible income is 500. Next, I will pass the mic to Dina.
On this slide, I will explain the computation of adjusted income, statutory income, aggregate income, and finally the total income for each partner. We will begin with the adjusted income first, which is calculated by taking each partner's share divisible income and adding their respective salaries. For instance, Agila's adjusted income include her profit plus her monthly remuneration, which is salary. Next, the adjusted income becomes the statutory income. Adjusted income becomes the statutory income since there are no further deduction in this stage. After that, we add a non-business income, which is include the interest from fixed deposit, rental income, and dividend received. Since according to the ITA 1967, the dividend received are exempted, so we only add the interest from fixed deposit, which is around 14,000, and the rental income, which is around 16,000. By adding this item, we arrive at aggregate income for each partner. The aggregate income deduct with the approved donation made by the partnership, which is around 5,000. In total, the share among the partners after deduction, we get the total income. For now, the Hagila's total income is 100. Okay, for the Hagila's in total income is 169,350 ringgit. For Anik, the amount is RM 139,012 ringgit 50 cent. For Kitini, the amount remains RM 133,020 ringgit 50 cent. For Dashini, the amount RM 75,562 ringgit. For Kartika, the amount remains RM 40,337 ringgit. For Tinagar, the amount remains RM 27,925 ringgit, respectively. These figures are very important to the total, represent the final amount that will be assessed for the tax purpose for each partners. That's all from me. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
I'm presenting on capital allowance for several business assets. So basically, capital allowance is a tax deduction that businesses can claim their qualifying capital expenditure, and these are divided to two allowance, that is initial allowance and annual allowance. So for the example, office equipment, the cost is 100 to 20,000. The initial allowance is 20% and annual allowance is 20%. So the residual expenditure after deduct the IA and AA allowance, so the amount is 84,000. The same application applied for heavy machine, computer and ICT equipment, motor vehicle, plant machinery, and the last one is for our plant machinery yogurt packaging machine. So for the next slide, I would like to invite Hagila for the explain about balancing charge.
Good morning everyone, I'm Hagila here. Today I'll be explaining the concept of balancing charge with two different situations. On the left side, we have the office equipment disposal, which represents a bona fide situation. The qualifying expenditure is 120,000. From that, an initial allowance of 20% and an annual allowance of 10% are given, which amount to 24,000 and 12,000 respectively. This leaves us with a residual expenditure of 84,000. In the year of assessment 2025, the equipment was disposed of at market value for 140,000. This creates a balancing charge of 56,000. However, since this is a bona fide situation, the balancing charge is restricted to the total allowance claim, which is 36,000. Now looking at the right side, we have the delivery van disposal, which is non-bona fide situation. Here the qualifying expenditure is 150,000. The initial allowance of 20% and the annual allowance of 20% are deducted, which gives us 30,000 each. So the residual expenditure is 90,000. In 2025, when the van is disposed of at 50,000, it results in a balancing charge of 40,000. Unlike the bona fide case, there is no restriction, so the full balancing charges applies. In summary, the main difference is that in a bona fide situation, the balancing charge is kept at the total allowance claimed, while in a non-bona fide situation, the full amount is taken as the balancing charge. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter now.
Right, so let's conclude from our presentation. So Yamyok has successfully expanded and adapted its partnership business while maintaining proper tax compliance to ensure fair profit distribution among partners throughout the use of capital allowances and approved donation. The company was able to reduce its overall tax liability. So this shows that effective tax planning not only support compliance but also help strengthen the business for sustainable growth. So that's all from us. Thank you for listening. Bye.